Hi guys, today I'm going to be reviewing The Collector by John Fowles. This book was first published in 1963 and my edition has 288 pages. So The Collector revolves around a man called Frederick. He is an older man and he develops an obsession with a younger art student called Miranda. He comes into quite a bit of money and then one day he decides to abduct Miranda and keep her in this really abandoned house that he owns in the country. It centres around the relationship between the two, how Miranda reacts to obviously being held captive, and how he reacts to having her in his possession. The story flicks from different point of views. It begins with Frederick's point of view, then it moves on to Miranda's point of view, before returning back to Frederick's. I thought this was a really interesting way of writing the story, and you really got the different elements of the characters this way. The first part is told through Frederick's point of view, but he's very honest with the reader. He doesn't try to sugarcoat everything. He can almost see that he's doing wrong. And in that respect, you really do kind of sympathise with him, and what he's doing doesn't seem so crazy because he talks about Miranda in such a loving and caring way. It's very clear that he's not interested in, rape or anything weird like that. He just wants her to love him and just take notice of him. Then you move over to Miranda's point of view and you see him in a completely different light because it's from her side. You do see him as this monster, and she refers to him as Caliban, which I thought was really interesting, which is a reference obviously to The Tempest by William Shakespeare. And it's also interesting that she's called Miranda, which is the same name as Miranda in The Tempest. And I thought that was a really interesting mirror, and I'm really happy that he included that in his book. There are several escape attempts throughout the novel, and those are really what made you want to turn the page. Those were really tense and really dark, and that's, I suppose, how it fits into the kind of thriller genre. Almost depressing when you're reading it from Miranda's point of view, because she starts with such a belief that she's going to get out and she's going to, finally be able to live in the world again one day. And as the book goes on, she just loses her belief more and more. I'm not going to spoil the ending for you, but I really, really liked how it ended. I thought it was quite unexpected, to be honest. I honestly thought he was going to go through a different route. But when I finished the book, I kind of thought, no, that's actually a really good way to end the story. I like how he presented Ferdinand as an ordinary guy, really. He was presented as fairly normal as you can be when you've abducted somebody, but he was incredibly sympathetic towards Miranda. He would bring her food, he would even let her go outside occasionally and things like that, and that's why you kind of feel sympathy towards him. I kind of felt motherly towards him almost. I felt like he just wanted a hug, and that's all. And he should probably be locked up, but all he wanted was somebody to love him, and it was really quite sweet in a weird kidnapper way. And again, like I say, I really, really liked Miranda's character. She was very human, very real. And what she does is exactly what you would do in a situation like this. She tries absolutely everything. This book is very character based, so if you do like something with a lot of plot, a lot of car chases if you like, then this may not be the book for you. But if you do like psychological thrillers and things like that, this is definitely a good book to consider. Fowles threw in loads of unexpected twists that I just did not see coming, and I'm really happy that the ending didn't go exactly how I wanted it or thought it would end. I think that was a really brave and bold move by the author, and I just think it really made the book more memorable. I really don't like giving star ratings, but I did give this book 4 stars because I did think it was fantastic. It was a really, really good look at characters and the inner workings of a psychopath's mind. I hope you lot enjoyed this review. I hope I inspired you to have a look at the book and see what you think of it, and I will see you in my next video.